We hear a lot of success story. For some people, it's about making a lot of sacrifices before they get to the point they are. To some people, it is game of luck and chances. And to some people, they had it very tough in the beginning. But the end point is, were you able to finally get to that success point? My name is Jana Aliu. This is Beyond the Plot. Today's conversation is very special to me because it is not a fairy tale story. It is a real story, real journey of a real person. Today, I'm joined by someone who almost didn't have a good sales run at all. She had one of the worst sales story in the office. But today, she's one of the top 3 best-selling person that we have. And now our head of sales. Ladies and gentlemen, Ekundayo Olamide Deborah, EVC Nigeria head of sales. Thank you for joining us. Let's start from the beginning. How was your sales journey like in the very beginning?
Okay, sales for me was a very hard thing at first. Trust me, I never had it easy because when I joined, I didn't make sales for like 3 months and I almost gave up. I won't even lie. So I think not giving up finally paid off. Yeah.
Not giving up finally paid off. Now, there was a period you weren't making sales at all. What was going on in your head at that time?
Okay, I just felt like sales was not for me. Like I said, I almost gave up. In fact, I wrote my resignation, right? But I didn't submit. The Monday I was supposed to submit, that was when I had my breakthrough sales. Yeah.
So that later changed your mind about resigning.
Yeah.
And then you now decided to go into the sales job fully.
Yes, fully. Yes.
So did you ever feel like sales wasn't for you? You just stated that, but in that resolution, what else do you had in mind that you wanted to do aside sales?
I was just thinking of going back to my fashion business because I used to be a fashion designer. Or, like I said, thank God I did not. Thank God I did not submit my resignation letter. Yeah, because trust me, I might have been doing well in fashion business too, but it's just that sales gives me this sudden money. I won't say so. Yeah, because in the morning I can be broke and before night I can be a millionaire. So it is just like that with sales. And trust me, before you can make the kind of money in fashion business, in Ilorin especially, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot,
yeah. Actually, you're right. So what would you say was the turning point for you? The moment things began to, work in your favor and your sales story just turned around.
Okay, so the particular day I made this ACAD deal, right? I think the client was planning to buy 150 square meter, but thank God I did not give in. I just felt like, okay, other people are closing these deals. Why can't I can do it when others can do it too. So I just tried to persuade him and all. So I was surprised when he actually gave in and made the outright payment. He didn't even start with a deposit. He made it outright. And I was like, okay, so this is actually something I can do. After that day, trust me, my perspective about sales changed completely. So I just felt like it is not that hard after all. It is something doable. Yeah.
It is not that hard after all. It is something doable. So looking back now, what were the biggest mistakes that you were making as at that time that you didn't even realize until now that you're a professional in the business?
A lot. Okay.
Please share. I'm sure we have a lot of enthusiastic sales personnel that want to learn from you.
Okay, so I would say emotional blackmail. I wasn't giving my friend, okay, the circle I have, they have the money, right? So at the point I was thinking, why can't you just help my life and buy this thing from me? I was blackmailing them emotionally without knowing that to get money from people, you have to exchange value, right? So I was like, you don't like me, you're not my friend, for you not to buy this. That made me block a lot of people, I won't even lie. And I wish I could just turn back the hands of time. I made a lot of mistakes then, trying to blackmail them into buying. But then when I got to know that I need to actually tell them the reasons to buy, I need to give them the value for their own money. It changed a lot of things. That changed a lot of things. And I think, now I am just so glad that I have overcome all those mistakes.
So as humans, we always have this time whereby, motivations are low, especially when things are not going your way. You just begin to feel down, and tired and almost giving up, just like you always said.
Okay.
So what was that driving factor for you? There must have been a particular motive or motion or something that you were looking at that say, that was a drive for you.
Yeah. So I used to, dream about this baby girl lifestyle. I was like, okay, giving up now will not actually give me this kind of lifestyle I want, right? And I just thought selling was the fastest way for me to get that kind of dream, to live in the kind of dream I want.
So like I said earlier, we have a lot of young people out there who are sales enthusiastic. They are wondering, how is this person able to get to this length? How can I sell? So if we have such a person out there right now that, is feeling so low about themselves, or they're in that no sales yet phase, you get what I mean? What would you like to say to them?
One thing I would say is that if I can, you can too. Trust me, sales is not easy, yes. But then when you are consistent with whatever you're doing, you'll get results. And another thing that is very important in making sales is having a why. Trust me, when you have a why, you will definitely make it in sales. Just be consistent, be determined, and be intentional about your growth too.
I love this story, and it's because it shows us that progress is not about how far, but how well. If you want to actually make it to that success ladder, all you need is strong consistency, the drive, and the will to always be at that point. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us, dear HOS. It was a pleasure having you in our studio.
Thank you so much for having me here. I am so glad to share my sales story. And to you out there, if you want that baby girl lifestyle, if you want to live rich, the kind of rich that we live here, you are welcome to join our sales partner forum. See you there.
You heard that right. You want to live the baby girl and the baby boy lifestyle? This is your chance to join our sales partner forum and make that money. Pockets. It's been real. It's been nice. Great conversation. This is Beyond the Plot. There's always more to the story.